Hi, we're Team Zoomtastic. Chris, Ken, Laura, Max, and Philippa. We took on Challenge 1, a Power BI dashboard that shows construction progress by highlighting the floor plans of a hotel with multiple colors. This is driven by data provided by another source or application. Only two of us knew each other in real life, and none of us is a Power BI power user or a Power Apps developer. In addition to the output problem statement and benefits given in the challenge assignment, we identified use cases, such as a project manager wanting to visualize the remaining cost, effort, and compare with the time and the resources and budget available. Project manager, project director want to see up-to-date floor plan progress and be able to monitor it and report it to the client. The hotel owner operator wants to know what's complete, what's not complete, so that they can realize value, perhaps on a renovation job, even letting out some of the rooms and start delivering furniture, hanging artwork. Planner would also like to be able to see historic dates, the progress at times in the past.
Combining the data with the floor plans, we use the synoptic panel in Power BI to create a dashboard by creating SVGs from JPEGs of the floor plans. This overview shown here shows the room progress at each level and also shows the split by areas, so the bathroom, the bedroom, the corridor, and the full area. This is useful for, say, a project manager to quickly see the up-to-date progress to report. This can also show which floors are now fully completed and can be handed over to the client. You're then able to click on buttons at the bottom to navigate to the pages showing an overview and a detailed dashboard of each level.
This is an example of the Level 1 overview. This is a dynamic dashboard where you can select each area as well as select the different statuses to highlight the rooms that have different statuses. There is also a slicer bar where you can slide the handover date and areas handed over will become highlighted, unhighlighted, which could be useful for planners to see historic progress, for example.
The user can then navigate to the detailed overview, which shows the rooms in stages identified from the data. We also created a stage 6 that represents when the room's completed. From this dashboard, the user can select the different stages to display on the floor plan, and this can be further broken down into areas. So, for example, if the user's a subcontractor fitting bathrooms, then they only need to look at the bathrooms.
This detailed report shows the progress at a date in the past, the 1st of February, with a floor plan color to show the sub-areas of the guest room split to bathroom, corridor, and bedroom. They are colored in the 5 stages, perhaps painting primer, installing joinery, pipes and wires, painting final coats, installing light fittings, installing the carpet, for the engineer to be able to keep track of progress in his areas. You can see that more progress has been made on level 1 than on the other levels. This is a later report on the 1st of March, and it's filtered to just show the bathrooms. Perhaps it's for the plumber, the tiler, or the bath fitter. It also shows the 5 stages of progress, the detailed progress, in 5 colors in the spectrum order, so it's easy to be understood, from red towards bluish.
Using an in-house app gives us better control over the data. On-site inspectors are able to quickly verify, update and correct all the data. The client company is already using Microsoft 365, so our application provides the flexibility for further development at minimal cost.
On this page, you can see the brief provided by Sir Robert McAlpine as to the requirements of the app. It has a straightforward user interface that can be used whilst wearing full PPE due to the large selection of boxes and buttons and its simplicity. The team didn't have anyone with Power App experience, so 2 of our members bravely volunteered to look into it over the weekend. The tech support were great help, and this is something that could be picked up on as a future hack and worked on further.
To overcome some of the problems of virtual working and distributing work, we split into small teams and would meet frequently. We got 2 working Power BI apps that can highlight floor plans according to the data provided by a spreadsheet. For next steps, we'd like to develop an app to collect the data and a middle layer to hold the data for the process via the app.
Judges' questions. Question 1. How well does the data that was provided align with the third-party software that SRM use? On the one hand, the data was a bit more complex than normal field view data as it included dates rather than just the not started, in progress and completed statuses. On the other hand, there are hold points on the field view data. We looked at developing a Power App to make the data more useful and more efficient to input. Ultimately, we view this solution as an in-house replacement that is quick to implement and update.
Question 2. How much of the project was spent building the report and how much labelling diagrams? If this is lots of time, then how can it be reduced? So we found that it was fairly laborious labelling the diagrams in the Synoptic Designer to put on the report, but once that was completed, we were able to focus on building the report, which the majority of our time was spent doing so. This allowed us to create a fairly complex and interactive dashboard. What helped this process speed up was the fact that we were working as a team, so it took a lot less time than if one person had been doing it. If it was a larger building, this would take a lot more time, so it would require a greater level of teamwork to reduce labelling time and increase report building time.